Hey folks, welcome back to the shop. Thanks for taking a few minutes to check this place out. I appreciate you taking the time. Let's get started. Hey folks, in this week's Bits and Pieces, I thought I'd show you an old-timey tool, a way you can save yourself $1,000. What I got in my hand here is a water level, okay? It's used for landscaping and leveling building projects and such. And you don't have to spend $1,000 on a digital transit to make this happen. All right, so what we have is a vessel of any sort. It doesn't matter what kind. This is an old coffee can. It has water and food coloring in it just so I can see the water better. Basically took a little tube, clear tube, poked a hole in the side of the can and put some sloppy old silicone over it to hold it. Now this can has been in use for about 2 years and it's starting to leak now, of course, right when I want to do this little video for y'all. But anyway, if we go back over here to the stick, the level in this, at this stick, remains exactly the same as the water level in this vessel. As you raise the stick, the water will go down through the tube, remaining constant. That gives you your constant so that you can use this thing to tell the height or elevation of your property, your building, anything you're doing. So I'll show you an example. Now we all know that this concrete block standing up over here is 16 inches tall. Right now we are at 3 foot 1 inch, all right? So watch what happens to the water when I go up on the block. You see the water rush down 16 inches. Now it may bounce a little bit, but once it stops moving, you can tell that you're 16 inches higher at that point than you are anywhere else. So the way you would use this then, if you didn't want to play with the numbers, you'd make a mark. Now if you had a stick, you don't need this fancy ruler. You could have just a regular stick like this. Let's put it back on the ground and I'll show you. You can see the water coming back up. I'm going to try to do this with one hand. Alright, so if you had a regular old stick, you'd make a mark where that water sets. And let's go up 16 inches on this block. You can see the water rushing down. Now I'm not moving that tube. That water's doing that all on its own. It's remaining the same as with that can over on that table. So now let's drop down to an 8-inch block. And you can see the math. Let me move the stick, it'll be easier to see. We've come back up 8 inches. Again, so you're out there digging and moving stuff until you get this stick down to that water goes back to 3 foot 1. Alright, so again, save yourself $1,000 when you're buying digital transits and all of that, because those two lines will always remain the same. And it's extremely hard to beat Mother Nature, and she's been doing that for years. So there you go, folks. There's your bits and pieces for this week. I hope you got something out of that. I hope it helped somebody save $1,000. And we're going to catch you on the next one. That's a wrap. Thanks, folks.